Hi there, just a quick video. I haven't made a video for quite a long time. Like a lot of people, this lockdown is becoming a real pain in the backside, and I'm in the room at the moment where I'm going to set up my reel-to-reel. But I shan't be buying any more reel-to-reels in or doing too many more servicing tips. Mainly because I'm no longer in the UK, and I've not got access to eBay. Things have completely changed because of this lockdown. I was hoping really to, I had to come to another country for my wife to have surgery on her eyes, but unfortunately we haven't been able to get back since. And we've had 3 flights cancelled, and then now they brought in the quarantine hotels, which are going to be ridiculously expensive to stay in, which I can't really afford. And the passport, the vaccine passport's coming in. It's just chaos, really. I don't know as well at this point whether I would have to pay £5,000 to leave the UK again, because you're not allowed to take holidays. Anyway, I don't want to make this into a video like that. What I wanted to say is, because I pass my wisdom on to other people and information on to other people, I appreciate the fact that a lot of people have subscribed to me and they enjoy the videos and they find them interesting. People that enjoy reel to reels, and I think my target audience is probably around my age, 50s, late 50s, early 60s. Anyway, this here is a TX head for my TSR8. It's an 8-track head, and it's been relapped, and you can see it's absolutely perfect. It's like brand new. And relapping, obviously, it's a special process that uses electron microscopes to see the tracks and these gaps between there. What happens is, as the head wears down, the gaps between the head channels, this is an 8-channel stereo head, the gaps actually widen up, and once the gaps are quite wide, the head becomes useless. So it's important really to check your heads whenever you're buying a reel-to-reel. Check the head that it's not got big gaps. You can clearly see the gaps there. I'm zooming in as much as I can, see the little gaps, tiny little gaps there, and just make sure they're all even across all the tracks. And this goes for 2-track heads, 4-track, 8-track, 16-track. Has to have good gaps there. Now, to get these relapped is a specialist job, and I've found a place that relaps them, and I will recommend them to you now. They're called Summertone, and they're based in Chipperfield, and they will relap a stereo head for very little money. I think it's about 25 to 30 pounds for a stereo head. One of these 8 track heads, I think it's about 40 pounds, but you need to check with them. The guy at Summertone is he's retired, but he's been into heads for a long time. He knows what he's talking about. He used to be part of a company that manufactured heads. But if you look on the website of Summertone, you'll see all about him. And he works from home now. He's retired, and he's a very nice chap. And I believe he's still doing heads, although I haven't spoken to him for a few months now, since before I moved abroad. So, but if he's still going, I can highly recommend him. And some heads are very easy to remove and replace. It's just basically 2 screws, and you have to redo the azimuth, which is not as complicated as it sounds really, especially on something like a 2-track head. On a head like this is actually locked. There's a locking screw which locks it in place. So in fact, when you're relapping a head like this from a TSR8 or a Fostex 16-track, the heads are locked, so there's no lining up to do. They're already set, so you can just literally remove them. This one in the TX actually unplugs from a little circuit board, so there's no soldering involved. Even in Revox heads, there's very little soldering involved to remove the head. Or what you can do is just remove the whole head block, which you can find out how to do if you download the service manual, and that is extremely simple with no soldering. Send the whole head block to this guy Summertone, and he'll relap the heads for you perfect, like they're brand new. If the head is so worn that he doesn't think it's viable to have the heads done, he'll tell you, and he won't charge you for that. So this is what I really recommend. When I used to buy all different machines up, I'd check the heads. I bought a USB microscope. I'd check the heads in that, and if they looked at all worn to me, I would have them relap before I sold the machines, because it was like 25-30 quid a time to have that done, and it was better for my peace of mind that the people buying my equipment would have a machine that would last quite a while with decent heads. How do you know when your heads are getting worn out? Well, you can visibly see the head profile. This profile is rounded, see, but when this head is worn, there would be a sort of a line down the center there, flat line, and it would no longer be a rounded profile. So you can see visually if they're worn, as well as those gaps, as I said, opening up as it's wearing down and being relapped. So it's very, very important to check the heads when you buy anything, because a lot of these heads you just can't buy them anymore. And a brand new one of these heads, you're probably looking, if you could buy one brand new, you'd probably be looking at about £500, which is almost what a TSR 8 costs. So obviously it's extremely expensive. That's when you can get the heads, because more often than not they're not available anymore, especially in the old Akai machines. They're not available. And once you had the heads relapped like this, the sound quality and the frequency response will be a lot better. And also you won't wear tapes out so quickly as well, because a worn head will wear your tapes out more, and it'll put lines in your tape. If you look at the tape, if you see little lines appearing in the tape, it's normally because the head's worn. So I would totally and thoroughly recommend any reel-to-reel enthusiast to get their heads relapped, even if they look reasonably good. Unless they're really shiny and they look new, then don't bother, obviously. But if they have got any signs of wear or anything, it really does makes sense to have them relapped. And as I say, Summertone is the guy that was doing it. There are other places, but I would personally recommend Summertone, because they've done a fantastic job on my heads. And when you get your heads relapped, they give you a receipt. There we go, Summertone Limited, and that's the address. I'm sure he won't mind me plugging his address with the phone numbers as well. Yeah, it cost me 35 quid. So I was wrong with 40 quid. It's 35 quid it cost me. He's not doing me any special prices. This is the prices that appear on his website. He may have put the prices up slightly because of the coronavirus, but and he might not even be doing them anymore. But as I say, whether he's doing them or not, I would recommend getting your heads realigned, because I've heard the difference and seen it's a massive difference before the heads are relapped and when they're relapped. I mean, it does make a big difference. So anyway, I hope this is of help to someone. I'm sorry that I'm unable to do many sort of videos on reel-to-reels, but I have got my TSR 8 here, and I probably will in the future, once it's been unpacked, be doing some more videos remotely on that particular machine, and possibly passing on some more tips if I possibly can. At the moment though, I'm learning the bass a bit better and playing the flute as well. I've got other things to keep my mind off the current situation. So anyway, thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching. There will be other videos following about reel-to-reels. If you want me particularly to do anything else on the other electronic subject, just let me know. Thanks for watching.